Welcome back to Fairfax Pilates. I'm Brittany, and our workout today is going to be a full body workout on the ladder barrel. So some of the traditional exercises paired with some non-traditional exercises to get you a full body workout in less than 20 minutes. So set your barrel up for your height and let's begin. All right, we are going to begin our workout on the ladder barrel today with some ballet stretches. With your back facing the ladder, let's place one foot up on the barrel in line with your hip, and then slowly, if you choose and can, you're going to lean forward and then rise back up. Now flex the foot and repeat it. We're going to keep these stretches mainly dynamic rather than holding just for today. Now move your foot to the opposite side of the hip. So now we've got a little bit of a cross rotation here, and then we're going to lean straight forward. Try grabbing the outer edge of the pinky, and so you're pulling up and can stretch the peroneals on the outside of the shin. Okay, going right into a figure 4 stretch or a pigeon. You can again twist here while you're standing. You can lean forward. You can just stay. All right, then let's go right into an adductor stretch. So we've got one foot on the top and turn this into sort of a mermaid here with that lateral flexion. We're going to press the foot into the barrel and then lean in using one elbow to just open the knee. Pivot around for your quad stretch or your hip flexor stretch. The arm reaching up is optional, and then bend away from your knee. And just breathe here. I like to do all of these dynamic. You can get stuck doing ballet stretches for a long time if you don't keep it dynamic. All right, beginning with the foot in line with its own hip as we just gently begin to lean forward. And then once you get all the way to your max, you just roll it back up, flex the foot, and then you do the same. So hinging and sort of melting forward over the thigh. And then riding back up. Now swivel the foot to the opposite hip. Okay, and now we're leaning forward, trying to grab that outer edge of the pinky side of your foot. Now rotate, so we're doing our pigeon stretch here, or our figure 4. Rotate into an adductor stretch. We take this one into a mermaid type of stretch. And then we're up. We're going to stamp the foot against the barrel, using the inside elbow to just force the knee open wide, get into those inner thighs. And then pivot so that we're right into the quad and the hip flexor. Reaching the same side arm up and leaning away from the bending knee. Perfect. All right, so from here we're going to start just warming up the spine with some rotation, leaning into the hips here right on the barrel. We're going to create a long line from our head to our feet. Okay, so we are doing 4 parts here. We're turning, then we go down, then we lift, and then we untwist. Turn, down, up, untwist. Breathe in, exhale, lift, and exhale. So we want to keep our body on this diagonal the whole time here, so that you're always working through the obliques. Twist, down, up, and untwist. This is a great way to start the body getting warm. We'll go ahead and repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to do that through our whole workout today, side to side throughout. So tip your body over on a straight line, head to foot, straight, turn, down, up, untwist. So you know you're in the correct axis here when you feel both sides of the obliques working, just to hold still. Turn, down, up, untwist. Breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale. So just keep that going the whole time here. Rotate, down, stay twisted as you rise up. All right, and then let's go back to the first side. We're climbing up on the ladder here. So lower leg is forward, top foot in the back, both legs are straight. Hands support the head, and we're going for as large of a lateral rotation as you can manage. Goal being to tap your elbow to the barrel on the way down and then coming up toward the barrel as high as you can rise up. Inhale down, exhale, lift. And lift. Little. So we're going to hold the arms up maybe, or maybe just keep the hands behind the head and just find stillness here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then let's flip it over to the other side. So notice the front foot is the lower leg. All right, so our hands are behind the head and we are creating that lateral flexion to the left and to the right, trying to keep yourself between two panes of glass here, just lateral flexing left and right, side to side. Inhale down, exhale up. All right, so we're gonna go back to the first side here, bottom leg on the lowest rung, and we're gonna put our top leg right over the stack of the ladder and hip abduction here. So I'm lightly supporting my body weight with my bottom arm. 6, 7, and 8. Now we're gonna take it into a rainbow shape. Use the ladder as a guide. Up, back, up, front, up, back, up, front. So trying to hit that same spot every time. Keep the rest of your body nice and still. All right, now we're gonna take the bottom, we're gonna lift up to over the barrel and then up towards a straight leg on top, trying to float the leg. If you must, you can let your leg rest on the ladder, but maybe you can keep it floating, which is a lot more challenging. And then we're gonna bend the knee in and out, and in and out, adding that little rotation through the upper body. 5 and 6. Okay, and then let's just hang over the barrel here, and we're just gonna let it stretch out. So find yourself in a spot where it stretches your back. And then we're gonna go through some back extension. Truly, it's about the hamstrings here. So we're straightening out like a superhero, and then you're bending the knee to engage the hamstrings and glutes, and that creates the lift in the body. This is not coming from the lower back. This is coming from the hinge at the knee. Yep. We inhale to lift, and then exhale to find that length. And then let's hold it up, and we're gonna swim, swim, swim. So this is all about keeping the body stable. All right, and then just drape down just for a second, and then we're gonna come back up, and now we'll get to the opposite side. So bottom foot is forward, and then we've got one leg on the ladder here, slightly supporting your body weight with the lower hand. 5, 6, 7, and then we're gonna go into those little rainbows. So we go up and front, up and back. Try to hit the same height on that leg every time. Good. And then once you get 8 of the little rainbows, we're going to try that little bit of a lean down and then come up to that straight leg and up. So just holding that leg over the ladder is quite a bit of work. Try to just keep yourself balanced. Last one here. Then we're going to pull it in and twist and twist. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and final. Okay. And then we're going to go right onto the barrel. Now we're going to be forward of the very top. Your knees at a sort of a, not quite 90, but thighs parallel with the floor. And then we're going to scoop the tummy and roll back, and then roll forward. So as we're rolling back, think half roll back from your mat sequence. We are not trying to go fully back here just yet. So we're just curving back, laying that low back on the mat or on the barrel, and then maybe you can go all the way back. I like placing hands behind the head because it adds just a little additional weight on the abs. Take it all the way back, lengthen, and then you're going forward and over those legs. Completely finish that flexion. Stretch it back and then flex it forward. Scoop and roll through the tummy on the way back and then all the way back up. These feel so nice on your back. The barrel really just fits right into the lower back and assists with the tactile feedback there on that flexion. So lay every vertebrae down onto the barrel, and then you peel every vertebrae up and away from the barrel as you reach forward. All right, let's go ahead and get right up on top. So we're now in a prone position. We're going to bring our hands down, and legs are lowering and lifting as a team. They're mainly straight here. The movement is coming from the glutes. We've got a little softness to the elbows. And then we're going to hit about 8 or so of these, and then they are in a lateral rotation as they lift, just to get the glutes and the medius. Now we're going through circles, and then we're going to keep the reversing going here with the circles. So really, you play here, but this just adds to the burn. So I usually just keep going until it burns enough. And then we're gonna just go little stamps, feet together, knees wide, and we're just pressing up. Now I've lowered my hands down one rung so I can get for a little bit more height here. 3 little pulses, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then let those legs hang back, take a quick stretch there. And then you can slide yourself all the way down. All right, so from here, just using the barre or the ladder barrel is slightly different. Like just using it for some standing bar work. We're in first position, so heels together, toes wide, and we're just pulsing up and down, just lightly placing your hands on the ladder for just a smidge of stability. And then let's just pulse, 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 just small ones. And then we're gonna just keep the tail tucking and tucking. We're gonna hold that bent knee, and we're lumbar flexing here. So that pelvic tilt really stretches out the low back. And now keep the pelvic tuck, and we're pulsing. 8, and rising up. Okay, so now we're in a soft knee, and we're lifting up those feet, and we're going to just lower and lift the heels. So it's like you're just sitting in a chair, and we're just gonna lift and lower the ankles here. And then we're gonna hold up onto those tippy toes here, and then let's alternate like you're just doing a little run. Meanwhile, you're just getting a lovely isometric in the thighs. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and then let's just lower down. So we're gonna just walk out to a little bit of a plank position here. So just kind of move around. It's sort of like a long stretch. You know, just walk your feet back, back, back. Okay, and then let's do a slow mountain climber. And I say slow because you'll push the barrel if you go quickly. So we're gonna really tuck the knee in towards the tummy. Feel the isometrics there just by holding your body in that tilted plank. And we just tuck it in, tuck it in. Abs are in, you're holding your plank, and you're lifting that leg mindfully. All right, so now we're over to the side, and we're just gonna do a little mobility and balance work. So leaving the knee bent, we pass up sort of a tabletop, out, and then knee to knee. Up, out, knee to knee to the back. Up, out, and knee to knee in the back. So meanwhile, that standing leg, all the muscles down that leg from the hip to the foot get a lot of work here. And then obviously the moving leg does some work as well, as you'll notice very obviously here. Back, up, and back. Be as light on your hand as you can here to make sure that you are really using all the standing muscles. All right, and then we're going to come all the way back up onto the barrel, and we're going to continue. Call this hip flexor challenge. Can you lift your leg up and over the barrel? I have quite a few clients who struggle with just getting their leg up here, so I make them do this hip flexor challenge. So we're going to swing the leg up and around, up and around. Try to do this without leaning your upper body back. You want to just keep your weight right over the standing leg and just gracefully lift the leg up over the barrel. And lean in. Let's just do a nice little stretch there on the hip flexor. And then we'll do that, of course, on the other leg. I always throw this one into ballet stretches as well. It just feels so nice on the hip flexors. That's one of the tightest muscles in our body given our posture. Okay, so we're going to do some of the advanced ab work. That means I'm going to move the barrel all the way in. I'm 5'5", so I'm going to move that barrel all the way in close to the ladder so that I can reach the back. All right, you're going to sit on top, and we're going to have our hands on the ladder. Make sure that your fingers point away from the body. Scoot your buttons on top of the barrel as much as you can, and we're just lifting and lowering straight legs. Your back is stationary, your low back is slightly flexed, and we're just lifting and lowering straight legs. And then big circles up, out and around, up, out and around. The part that fatigues most is usually the shoulders. Like we are bending and stretching here, bend the knees in, drive the legs out, bend in, push out, bend in, push out. And then let's just take it all the way down. All right, I love this nice, easy stretching finish. So in supported back bend, you can certainly support the head and the hands here. We're just going to make this fluid here at the finish line. So we're just head nodding, keeping our buns up against the barrel as we peel all the way forward. Can you get your palms all the way flat to the ground? That's your challenge. And then as we roll back, we're just softening the knees a bit and lengthening our spine, just laying it back on the barrel. Maybe you can touch the ladder, the rungs of the ladder, getting a little extra stretch, and then connecting every bone against the barrel as you go all the way down towards the toes, maybe flat palms on the ground, nice and bendy. And then softening those knees, maybe just sway a little side to side. That always feels so amazing after the end of any workout, especially this one. Okay, everybody, and that concludes our ladder barrel full body routine. Thanks for joining me today. If you liked our class, please subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, and share with a friend. We thank you so much for watching and tuning in to our videos. Thank you and have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.